I know if you've seen my videos before, I may sound like a broken record. Formic Pro formic acid did not kill the Varroa mites last fall. I used it the previous fall and I seemed to have good luck with it, but the second time I used it, it did not kill the Varroa mites, so I had to switch to acylic acid. So that killed the Varroa mites. It was last September, the month of September, when I used the Formic Pro, the double 10, so it was 20 days. And I went through the month of October assuming, which was a mistake, that the Formic Pro had killed the Varroa mites, but it didn't. And by early November, I realized I had a problem, and I bought some acylic acid and the Varroa vaporizer. And I used that, and most of my colonies had clean bottom boards, and it killed a lot of Varroa mites. So the reason why I'm having trouble this winter with small colonies is because the Formic Pro formic acid failed to kill the Varroa mites. So if this is your first time to see my videos, I'm able to handle situations like this. The weather is kind of an up and down all the time. A week ago it was nice out, I had all my bees out, and now it's cold, and I brought in more than I really needed to. But what I'm doing, so I've still got some outside. What I'm doing was, a week ago I went through all the smaller colonies and I checked them as far as the size, and I know which ones are really small. And in order for the queen to start laying, you have to have bees on both sides of the frame. This one here does not. So they're in jeopardy. It's February 8th. Bees are getting old. They're dying. And every time I get into a hive right now, I clean out the bottom board. Well, I dropped some more bees somewhere. But anyway, I cleaned out the bottom board. So I can just keep an eye on how many bees are dying over a period of time. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure there's honey in here. If there isn't enough honey in here, sometimes I go ahead and I'll take out a medium and I'll make sure I put it on the edge. What I'm doing is I'm making a nuc. I'm making a nuc, and I'm putting in my insulated fillers. See, I just injured that bee a little bit with that frame. Sometimes they'll be all right. I love how bees take care of each other. When one is hurting or needs assistance, they help each other out. Humans don't do that. Humans are out for how much money they can get out of somebody else. So what I do is I take these insulated fillers I made, and I didn't see a reason to put 1/4 inch underlayment on both sides, so I've got it on the side facing the bees. Put it in there. And if you think you're going to move them around a lot, you could stick a little nail in there, both sides, to keep it from moving around. And of course I'm going to check for a queen before I'm done with this, but I'm just demonstrating what I do. I don't waste my money on nuc boxes. I'm a little different from the majority of all beekeepers in the world, and I just love it because I'm different and I'm better. And what you do is you take and you'll scrape down this stuff here so you have a nice tight fit against that, and then you can leave some pollen in there and some sugar. And then when I take them out in the spring and they're gathering pollen from trees and they're getting nectar, they don't need this, I'll go ahead and I'll put a inner cover on this, and then my outer cover, which has a inch of foam insulation in it, and that keeps them warm. You don't really want bees up against something cold. It's hard. It's more work for them to generate the heat to keep the brood warm. This is R15, 3 inches of insulation board, polystyrene, and then the top is R5. So this is basically a nuc, and this is what I use during my breeding. Put all my mating nucs in these, and then when I get a new queen starts laying, I can take out one side and add 2 frames. And before they start building wax on it, you take out the other one, and you can put in the rest of them, so you get a total of 10 in there. You get a regular deep. So, and then what I'm going to do when I'm done here is I'm going to gather these bees up, and I have some custom shims that I made. This would be on the inside. See how I have those on the inside? And I'm going to put this one, if you haven't seen my other videos, I'm going to put this one in here after I've checked all the ones that need checking in this tier, or this section. And what I do is I gather the bees up, I put them in a jar, cover on them, and then this goes in there, and I flip the jar over, set it on there, then I pull out that plastic index marker. So very simple. Okay, thank you.